Much.
What up? Yeah, man.
Just had to find my album
We
to
here.
get.
We here, man. We here. Let's go. MJ.
How was your day?
It was good. We here, man.
Jesus Christ.
We are here. Let's go. The goat of all goats.
What's up, everybody in the chat? What's good? What's good?
Yeah, man. Yep. It was good. Eric, what up? I saw BJ up in here earlier. Send BJ the link. You said you wanted to come on, right? BJ, where you at? You still here? I know you said you wanted to come on here and show off his Jacksons out and vinyl and all that.
Okay,
Philip, what's good?
I'm gonna let them know that we live in a minute. Give me 1 second.
He's in here. He's in here. Christian was good.
Hmm.
And we had a great uh, album review last night. Her Ab Soul album.
I was surprised you liked that a lot too.
Why he's so good?
You said what?
J.I. good album too. Album that when we talked about his album was good, and I wasn't. I didn't listen to a lot of his stood albums this year. Ab Soul had one of the best albums this year. I can appreciate a good album. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily
Yeah,
have to listen to all their stuff to like it, but his album was good.
understandable.
You know,
All right, Eric, give me like 2 seconds. I'll send you the link in a minute.
yeah, we was just talking that Michael Jackson biopic.
You said
The
what?
shit, the shit is coming out now. The Michael Jackson biopic was talking about that last night, and it's coming out.
Oh, facts.
I sent
Yep.
you the link because it's like they had like the director. They have a director come on that's doing it.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's crazy, man. It's good, Sam. Rest in peace to Pele, greatest soccer player ever.
Yes.
We lost another legend. And that was like the first time I ever heard of a soccer player. Like my grandfather got me into soccer, and that's all he used to talk about was Pele in Brazil, and just seeing him different like footage of him like with the New York Cosmos and the Brazil national team and winning 3 World Cups. There'll never be another player like Pele.
Honestly, I don't even know too much about it. I'm not a big soccer head like that.
Yeah, I got into soccer late. You know what I'm saying? That was like real late. I got into soccer, but I used to always say about those legends: Maradona, Ronaldo, Pele. You know what I mean? Zinedine. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they Brazil definitely lost a legend today.
Honestly, I can't wait to talk about the Triumph album more. To be real with you,
So this is your first time talking about it, right?
yeah.
Now we gotta revisit Dangerous too, man. 'Cause Dangerous, for whatever reason, gets shitted on. I don't understand.
Yeah, I enjoyed that Absol review last night too,
Yeah,
Philip.
Absol album is fire, man. Definitely top 10 for me this year. Great album. Like I said, like I liked his album more than Kendrick's song.
I'm not mad about that. I can't wait for the Commodore's discography breakdown Saturday. Question:
What time you doing that?
do you mind if I push that up to 6 o'clock?
I don't know. I might be home or might not be home. So it all depends.
Okay.
Um if I'm home for that, then we could do that at 6. It don't matter to me. Whatever time is good for you. You
As
know,
long as it's before 10 o'clock, because I gotta go see Aisha and shit.
right. We're not doing that tomorrow, right?
No, we free tomorrow.
Okay. And then Sunday is Jade.
Yeah, Sunday's a double review of Jade.
All right.
Yeah, next week gonna be an interesting week. Next week,
Yeah.
we finally got trash reviews coming out. We're gonna keep that a surprise for now.
I see I'm not gonna be taking a lot of notes for a lot of shit in the new year. You hitting me with some bullshit.
You said
Some
what?
bullshit. You hitting me with some I'm like, I'm not gonna be taking a lot of notes in the new year because you hitting me with some bullshit.
I thought you were like the ones we doing Monday and Thursday.
Not the trash one.
Nigga, just one trash review.
It's one of many for 2023. That one I'm not taking no notes for that. That one was garbage. You picked the right
Because
one.
it
You
was
picked the
either
right one.
this one or Jay Z and R. Kelly.
No, Jay-Z and R. Kelly was not a trash album. Not compared to the shit that you want to talk about next week. No, but that was not a trash album. That just wasn't promoted by Def Jam. The shit you want to talk about next, we might as well be talking about fucking Vanilla Ice. If we're gonna talk about this
I'm
this
not.
album
I'm
next
not
week,
gonna go that. I'm not gonna go that far.
we might as well be talking about fucking MC Hammer Too Legit to Quit. We gonna talk about this shitty album next week. Cause I can't find there wasn't a good song on Too Legit to Quit for me either. That might as well be a trash review.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that might be a good trash review actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm giving you ideas already. Look at that.
As long as please hammer don't hurt him was not a trash review.
Mace Double Up, another trashy album. What you
That
think?
one's on the list, but at the same time, I'm not in a bad boy mood right now.
I know BJ is though. He definitely won't want to talk about that one. BJ, get on here, yo. Bring your
Yeah, I'm gonna
Jackson
send you the link,
albums.
Eric.
You said he wanted to bring his Jackson vinyl. Bring your Jackson vinyl on here.
All right, I'm gonna send people the link. Give me 1 second. I know one of the albums I can't wait to talk about next week is the Ghostface Pretty Tony album.
That's a good one. Another one that's underrated.
Man, that's all I'm revealing for next week. Then All in the Family is next Sunday after next. This is Heartbreak Hotel.
Yeah, bring the Jadakiss vinyl. That's right.
Not Jadakiss final. Yeah, Ghostface is your favorite room member. That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, let me send everybody these links.
Oh yeah, I got an email. I ain't forget, man. My bad. I gotta email Eric because that package still ain't come.
Yeah, fuck that bullshit. You like either give me my package or give me my fucking money. Okay, one for Eric and one for BJ. All right, I sent it. I'm gonna start in about 5 more minutes.
Sam don't forget nothing.
You know, if I can get this loan, I might buy my Janet Jackson tickets, honestly. I'm trying to go to at least 3 concerts next year.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah, Janet Jackson is one of them. Hopefully, they won't get canceled, unlike some other concerts.
I know, man. They still should be touring. I don't understand why you cancel it. Oh, y'all remember everything I said on here. Shit. Kristen was on here back then.
I'm telling you, they like the FBI. They remember everything.
They remember everything. Damn.
What's up, Eric?
They got your phone tapped like the firm in '97. What's up, homie?
Facts. Did we do Family Matters? We did Family Matters, right?
No.
We didn't do Family Matters?
No.
I might have did that with another podcast.
Now that's a TV show a brother can thumbs up.
Yeah. I did Family. Yeah, we did Family. I did Family Matters with 80s and 90s. Like we
Yeah, you did.
That whole show and the characters and all the bullshit that went on at that time.
Oh, BJ's here.
Oh, he's here. BJ, you here?
Mr. Jadakiss, where you been at, man?
I am not worthy, BJ. Why you blessing us with your presence tonight?
What up?
We're not worthy, Jadakiss. We're not worthy.
What's up, fellas?
What's good?
Chilling.
Goody.
What's
How you
up?
been, stranger?
It's been a minute, man.
I'm saying, yo. You been talking about going live. I'm like, when you going live, yo?
I thought we were gonna have to send out a search party to find you, brother. We've been missing you, man.
Yeah, man. I had to come through for the Jacksons, man.
I see. So you have you don't have Dangerous yet, right?
No, I don't have Dangerous.
But you have Triumph.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
Wow, I got it too. And it's still sealed.
you grabbed it right quick.
Nice.
Like my scissor album, it's still sealed too. Let me stop.
Oh man.
I got the cassette, but I ain't trying to
right.
mess up my organization.
Right.
And I would get the vinyl record, but I ain't trying to move all this shit.
Yeah, it's too much to do, man. Oh, I love it.
I want the Japanese version, but you already know how they get down with their prices and stuff.
You see how natural Michael look on the cover? You see how natural Marlon look, their faces and everything?
This how black
Mar-
people supposed to look.
Marlon's
Look at
face
this.
don't even look like that no more. He look totally different now.
You stupid.
Michael looks so natural there, yo.
Michael got that Jerry curl juiced up with that soul glow. I see you.
Yeah. What's your favorite songs on this album, if any?
Man, I tell you what, man. I really like Jackie's song.
You like Jackie's song?
The last song.
How about
Really?
yeah? I'm wondering who.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's my shit right there. I like how it first come on.
Jackie Get Some Love on here? Wow.
I can't believe that song wasn't a hit.
Because it's Jackie.
Really, most of these songs could have had music videos. That's how good they are.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I like some songs.
I already know which one you're gonna talk about, so we won't even have to go through it.
What song am I gonna talk about? I didn't talk about this album ever. This is the first time I'm talking about it.
I'm talking about they made a music video of one of the songs, and it was real cringe-worthy. But it was the song's good, but like the music video is just it's on some Transformer shit. That's all I'm gonna just say.
Wow. Yeah, that was crazy. Do
Okay.
you like the song Enjoy Yourself? It's not on this
Enjoy,
album.
yes.
But he's asking me. Heartbreak Hotel, yes, that's one of my favorites on here.
Welcome to Heartbreak Hotel. Ding.
That beat was fire.
Definitely.
Okay, let me. Q said, "Do you like Moving Violation?" That one
Are
was
you
okay.
serious, though?
That was the one with All I
Ne-
Do Is Think of You.
Never heard it.
What?
That was a good one.
You never
I
heard it?
never heard that. Who made that? Jermaine Jackson?
No,
Nah,
it's
no,
Jackson.
you've
it was
heard
a
this.
Jackson.
You've heard the remake.
It was a Jackson 5.
Okay, it sounds like a Jermaine Jackson album title from like the
They all
80s or
dressed up
something.
like with they all like dressed up in suits and they were like old time cars and I got it on vinyl, that album.
Yeah, I think I got that.
I think I know
album
what
vinyl.
you're talking about. I just can't.
Yeah.
I just can't put my face on it. You know.
Okay, let me get notes together.
You talking about this album?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I never seen that one before. They on some mob type shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why we need you on here, brother. You be bringing out the real stuff.
I'm saying I've been telling them, man, start the channel already. Let's go.
I'm saying, man. Ashley need to start a channel too.
Yeah. What do you think about Victory?
I like it, but it ain't no
Dude,
classic.
It's not a great album.
Way better than that 2300 Jackson Street. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, anything is better than that. You know.
Only like one song, nigga, and that's 2300 Jackson Street.
I'm ready to start whenever y'all are.
Let's go.
All right.
All right. What's up, you two? Welcome to another episode of our R&B review. This your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
Got my homeboy Eric with me as a guest.
What's up, y'all?
And got my other homeboy BJ with me here today too. And today we're going to do a double review. We're going to finally talk about the Jackson's Triumph album. This came out in 1980. And then we're going to do the re-review of Dangerous. This came out in 1991.
Yes.
Of course, we're gonna talk about Triumph. We're gonna talk about Triumph first. You know what I'm saying? Because I want Kim first as well. So yeah, Triumph came out October of 1980 on Epic Records under CBS. It was produced by the Jacksons. Singles I was known for Our Lovely One, Heartbreak Hotel, Can You Feel It, Rock Right Now, and Time Waits for No One. Excuse me. Yeah, this was post Jermaine and shit like that too. This was the Randy era and stuff too. So yeah, man. All right, so story with this album was the fact that this album came out during what I would like to call their best period creatively. You know, they were starting to write their own material, beginning with like the Destiny album, which that ended up being album to date. And I'm gonna say my thoughts on that album till possibly next month or the month after, whenever I do the whole disco week and shit. So pretty much, the thing about this album was the fact that every song on this album was written and produced by at least one of the Jacksons and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like they all got writing credits on this one. This came out 1 year after Michael dropped the classic Off the Wall album, which in my opinion is his best album. I don't care what no one says. Um, yeah, man, like this album definitely had a more post. I would say more funk. I want to say post disco, yeah, because you still have some disco esque kind of material in this fucking record and shit. And you know what I'm saying? So I call this their best album today. You know what I'm saying? Like they just went in on the production. They went in on the lyrics and shit like that, style wise. And a lot of the songs you can definitely tell Michael was experimenting Thriller with some of these songs, which I would say some of my thoughts on that. You know what I'm saying? Um, love the album cover right here. Has more like a futuristic kind of shit going on, like some Earth, Wind, and Fire kind of shit. You know. Got the lyrics, and insert. This is what the vinyl looks like and shit. You know. Clean condition. You know how that shit goes.
Yes.
No skips.
All right. No skips. Alrighty. This album got 9 tracks. Let's get this shit started. Track number 1, Can You Feel It? I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. I never liked this song. We're real with you.
You're crazy.
I never
I don't
liked
like the music. I don't like the music video, but I like the song.
Wow.
This might be my least favorite song off this whole album.
This is your least favorite?
The first
Yes.
song, man.
Wow. Oh man.
And it was written by both. It was written by both Michael and Jackie and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I got the direction they were trying to go with, like a more stadium rock kind of shit too. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much the whole gospel feel to the song that was supposed to have been like a tribute to Gamble and Huff. You know what I'm saying? Because you know Gamble and Huff had a very gospel textures when it came to like their Philly soul and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Also, I did not like the fucking video.
Thank you, brother. Please, Jesus Christ, Transformers.
Yeah, it was a bit too cheesy and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is my least favorite.
This song is, I love it. This is a classic song from the beginning when it starts off, and you got like those horns, and it just sounds like a victorious type of track. And you know, you got Tito on the guitars and the beat, and the way that Michael sang it. It was, I love it. This is like one of those feel good records when you feel like you've accomplished something. And the video, you know what's crazy? I told this story before. If you had Thriller on VHS, the making of Thriller, they actually showed that video in the making of Thriller. Like when Michael's going through the costume changes and the makeup and all that, when he's like turning into the werewolf and all that. That's the first time I ever saw the video it was on the Making of Thriller. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, the video all the way, that was like for that time. But I just think that the song is just a classic record. You know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I agree with you too. And I like how the chorus just first started off when the track was going like, "Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?" Then Randy Jackson just come in like a shotgun band, just blast it off. If you look
Right.
around, the whole world's coming together now. Yeah. Then you just hear the chorus again. Then Michael just come through, just bringing his "We Are the World," type of vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. All the colors of the world should be loving each other wholeheartedly. Yes, it's all right. Take my message to your brother and tell him twice. Like, you don't really see a lot of artists, trying to give that worldly, like, come together as
Right.
brothers type feel like they used to do in music. Nowadays, people just want to kill each other,
And
But
I
yeah,
think that's what they were trying to display in the video. Like they all together, even though Jermaine had left at that time, you had fans that was pissed off or whatever, but they were still a family. They were still brothers, and I think that's what the video showed, that they still were a fan. They still could come together and make classic music. Now, what I will say is, I don't like the sample. I think Reg remember the sample that Teddy Riley used for the Blackstreet song. I don't like that. The way he sampled that song for finally, I didn't like that at all. So that would turn people off from like hearing this song again, because you remember that Blackstreet song, you're like, oh, this shit is garbage. But the classic song by the Jacksons.
Yeah, man, he just wanted to prove that he was Michael Jackson's go-to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
BJ, you got any thoughts on the song?
When I was younger, I didn't like it either, but it's grown on me over the years.
Right.
I appreciate the instruments and the production on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all heard of Greg Flanis. I don't know if I'm saying his last name right. He worked with Quincy Jones. He actually worked with Michael Jackson on Off the Wall and Thriller.
Right.
With producing, he co-produced this song, and a lot of other songs on this album. So, like I said, I didn't like it either, but over the years, probably the last like 4 to 5 years, I like it now.
Right.
Yeah. And sometimes that happens. Songs you like as a kid you didn't like, or you liked as a kid, you don't like now.
Right.
This is one of those songs that's kind of growing on me. Yeah.
Definitely. All right, track number 2, Lovely One. So this one was written by Michael and Randy. Michael, he described it in his Moonwalker book that this was pretty much the sequel to Shake Your Body Down to the Ground in a way and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? And I can kind of tell just from like the chorus and like the bridge and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? One of his best vocals. Like, I've never heard anyone talk about this vocal right here and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I've always felt like this one right here definitely was one of my favorites, one of the most funkiest. Kind of sounds like something you can also have heard from Off the Wall too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this was pretty dope. I love it.
This was a good track. I like the beat. It had like a disco sound to it. The horns on the track, Tito killing it with the guitars, and you had Michael singing, why don't you believe me when I say I love you? I'm crazy about you. I thought it was a solid album cut. I definitely think it was, Michael killed it.
Yeah, definitely another, epic song. I like how he said on the pre-chorus, now the first time that I saw you walking down the street so pretty, go on with your bad self. Now you say that I don't love you when it's giving me my love pains. It's the hurt and the tension, girl, is driving me insane. Like, man, Michael Jackson just give you good verses when it comes to like his earlier work, especially with him, with his brothers just being, connected together, even though Jermaine wasn't a part of the group. I could have seen this as a music video of him just trying to, make a love interest, like fall back in love with him. They might have had like some, problems, but he trying to find her heart again by calling her, the lovely one,
Yeah, this song is dope. I like how Mike is singing in the pockets, the way he's on rhythm, the cadence to the song.
Yeah,
he's just up tempo is like it's just Michael's
that's
like
his
in his that's his thing. I mean, he does ballads well too, but
right,
yeah, it just had like Red said, it had that off the wall feel to it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I like that song. It's dope. Lovely one.
Yeah, very, very, very dope track. Yo, James, what's good, bro? How you doing? What's up, Ray Sean? I didn't even see y'all here.
What up, James? Ray, what's good?
All right. Now, track number 3, Your Ways. This was solely, excuse me. This was solely written by Jackie. You know what I'm saying? Pretty dope track. In my personal opinion, of course, Michael Jackson did his thing with this one. The song pretty much had a very fast-paced, futuristic kind of vibe and stuff like that too. You know, and I definitely love the versatility about how Michael was singing his falsetto on this one and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very great song. Another very underrated track indeed.
I liked it. Had a nice beat to it. The horn arrangements it was good.
Another nice track. I could have seen this played like in Studio 54, like late at night, and you just have like the lights just go down, then you just have like the disco balls and the special effects just going off, and just everybody just grooving to the beat. It sort of reminds me of something that you'll kind of play on Halloween just by the production. Like when it first started off, it just gives you that dark midnight feeling to it. And I like the first verse. You can't say, girl, that I don't love you. Nights crying thinking of you. I don't understand your ways.
Yeah, I like this one too. Written by Jackie. Jackie wrote a lot of songs on
Yes.
this album. He actually was a good songwriter. I
So
don't
why
know
did he
why-
stop?
Yeah, this might be
Yeah,
his best album he did songwriting in my opinion.
I agree. Yeah. I don't know why he doesn't get a lot of credit as far as his songwriting ability. But yeah, I love this song. I love the production on this song too. Like Eric was saying, it just has like that spooky feeling to it.
Mhm.
Yeah. This makes me think of New York.
That's like when I hear what's the song Off the Wall, like the way it starts off, it sounds real eerie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I like it.
You know, Ronnie said my favorite song. We both have the same favorite song. Everybody
Oh,
get down on the floor. That is my favorite song off this motherfucking album. And I would say one of the 2 songs we can definitely hear the precursor of the Thriller sound, in my opinion. Like how deep those synths are, the playful dancing tunes and stuff like that. This was co-written with Michael Tito and Mike McKinney and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? I love the horns on this one and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Just a feel-good track right here, in my opinion. Yes, like I love the line where he says, that's a fucking good. This time I'm leaving all my cares behind. I've tasted the good life and it's fine. No more the pain and strife this life's waiting to be, and I've had enough, and I know what's right for me and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very good song in my personal opinion. My favorite song off this album. Period.
I like it. Definitely a nice beat to it. The bass line, the horns. It was real melodic. You know, but I think to me, like any song that Michael is on, he just makes it his own. So it's definitely a great album cut on here, and you know, it was dope. I enjoyed it.
Definitely another banger. I could have seen this as a music video. It's sort of like a song that you'll see like play in like a roller rink or like a like at a prom or something. Then you just have all the kids just getting down to it. And I love the chorus. Oh, everybody go get down on the floor. Then you got the hand claps.
Get down on the floor.
I love the way you shake your thing. You make me want some more, babe. Michael Jackson, you know, he just be getting down on these choruses, man. Then I like at the end, he was doing like, get down, get down, get down. Like, man, I want to get me some roller skates, man. I wish I had a time machine like to go back to like 1980, you know, and it definitely had that like post-disco vibe, even though people was still talking about the disco demolition, which happened in 79, but you still had, post disco production within music.
Yep.
Yeah, I like this song too. I love the hand claps during the chorus. This is like one of my go-tos on my Jackson's playlist. I always put this on there because a lot of people don't even know this song. It's like a hidden gem. But love the placement of it right after Your Ways, right before Heartbreak Hotel. Just a nice album cut. I like this track.
Yeah, very well said by everybody here. Now, the next track off this album, Displaced Hotel, commonly known as Heartbreak Hotel. This is the second song where I personally feel like definitely had that predated the Thriller sound. And this might be the most obvious choice because I feel like this one was a precursor to the song Thriller itself, just by like the haunting landscapes and everything like that. Interesting thing about this song, this was pretty much Michael just singing solo. The brothers didn't do no background vocal, but they were actually playing percussion. And I know Tito did a guitar solo on this track too. Originally called Heartbreak Hotel, but the label didn't want to get confused with Elvis's version because Elvis had a song called Heartbreak Hotel and stuff like that too, which Michael said in his autobiography that he didn't even know about the Elvis Presley song. And he said that the song was not influenced by Elvis whatsoever, but he did say how Elvis was an important influence for the black and white artists and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this was a very, very, very good song. This song has been sampled by a lot of people. Coming to the top of my head, Heavy D and the Boys, they sampled this for Peaceful Journey.
Mm-hmm.
Which we have, and that's an album we have to talk about and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites as well too. Yeah, but yeah, I feel like this was definitely one of Michael's best performances in any Jackson 5 song, and right here stuff like that. I love the drums on this one and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Classic song.
Now, when he's singing, like, is he singing about like a brothel or something? When he's like talking about the girls, telling them it's like Heartbreak Hotel, like what is he singing about actually? Like, where was he at in the song?
What I got from this is probably like him and this girl at a hotel, and the hotel was like a weird spiritual way of like breaking couples up and stuff like that. That's what I got from it.
Right. Yeah, this was dope. It's always been like one of my favorite Jackson songs. It was real funky. The melodies, the horns on it, the beat, the pianos, everything about it was just Jackson's. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, like so many people sampled it. Heavy D and the Boys. Michael's when he was going through that child molestation case, like he ended up settling, and one of the boys that he settled with, he ended up giving him his own group, and they were called Quo. And Quo came out with the same title, Heartbreak Hotel, and they had a song and they sampled this. They actually did a video for that song on the only album, and that was like a huge hit when they came out with that song, and people remember the Jackson sample. But this is a classic record to me. Like I've always loved it.
Yeah, definitely another banger off the Triumph album. I like the pre-chorus. We walked up the stairs, sick of ceiling gloom. There were two girls sitting in my room. She walked up to my face and said, "This is the place. Meet you right here at noon." Then you just have the chorus. When he was talking about the two girls, it reminded me of some horror movie I looked at a long time ago. I can't never think of it, like two weird ass little girls or something. But yeah, this is a really good track. I could have seen it as a music video too. And for what Reg was saying earlier about, this being like a spiritual, like eerie, hotel, which probably would have been cursed of just trying to break up couples and stuff. No wonder they called it Heartbreak Hotel,
Right.
So another good track.
Yeah, this is a classic. Michael's a good storyteller, man. I mean, he did this later on with Billie Jean. Tells a story of his, it may not be like he actually experienced it, but it's still a good story, and I've always loved this song as well. I can't believe that we'll get into this later, but I just can't believe Barry Gordy didn't see this with them, the ability to produce and write like they did on this album. But I'm sure we'll talk about that later. But I love this song.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy too, is how you mentioned Barry Gordy, because even when the Jacksons was doing their thing with the Epic, and when Michael did Thriller, for a while they wanted to release like unreleased material from them in Motown and stuff like that. Like there was like many like compilations that they dropped with like Jackson 5 or Michael Jackson and stuff like that too. So you can tell they were kicking themselves in the ass and shit.
Yeah.
All right, track number 6, Time Waits for No One. Yeah, this was written by Jackie and Randy. Excuse me. So a little interesting thing about this track was the fact that a lot of fans say that this was kind of influenced by some of the soft rock, like the yacht rock material at the time too. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Loggins, because Michael, he did background vocals for Kenny Loggins' song "Who's Right and Who's Wrong" from the Feel the Fire album. Very dope album, by the way. I need to get my hands on that. And a lot of people felt like they're confused because of the way how he opened the verses with that song and this song too. You know what I'm saying? And it's also the fact too that pretty much, this song was another influence. You can say it was another influence to like a Thriller, because he kind of like did some of these softer textures with songs like The Lady in My Life and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Which, spoiler alert, that's actually my favorite song off the Thriller album. If y'all remember that shit. Yeah, so this was a pretty dope song as well too. Again, another dope songwriting from Jackie and stuff like that. Very solid.
Yeah, just the way that Michael sang it was just beautiful. You know what I'm saying? He just killed it. You know, they had like some orchestra type of production on there, and the beat was nice. This was like one of my favorites on this album, and you know, this could have had a video also. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was the plan with this album as far as like singles, but this could have been a huge hit off of this album.
Definitely a nice, mellow track that you can play like when you at like the end of a, dance with your loved one. It sort of reminds me of She's Out of My Life. I'm getting those type of vibes from it. And I could have definitely
Yeah.
seen this as a quiet storm track just to get you and your lady in the mood. It sort of reminds me of something like that you'll listen to on a bad breakup, but it'll just probably make you feel better after just, being away from your significant other, or like if you're doing something, that you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, nice slow jam. Michael vocals are very good on that song. Love the placement of it right after Heartbreak Hotel. Up tempo song, slow jam.
Right.
I forgot about this song. I listened to it today. I was like, man, this is a underrated slow jam in the Jacksons discography. But I enjoyed it.
Definitely. Yeah, man. A lot of the ballads though from this period was some of my favorites, like Push Me Away from the Destiny album. I love that song.
Me too.
Another very underrated Michael solo track too. Yeah, I really can't wait to talk about Destiny. I really cannot wait to talk about that one. Even Good Times from the self-titled album. You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say that.
You were just that's
some pimp shit right there. You can just see a dude riding in the streets at the end of the day. Just see the sun going down. It just gives you that mellow, smooth feeling.
Right, definitely. Listen, I'm gonna let you guys go on to Walk right now. I gotta go blow my nose right quick. Give me 1 second. I'll catch you.
Walk, track 7, Walk Right Now. This had a nice beat, real funky track. I love the guitar arrangements on that. It had like a disco sound. I love the chorus. This definitely an album banger on here, and it's a song that I think again, like Michael killed out every song on here, man. Like he did his thing, and the songwriting by Jackie was great on here. So, what y'all think about this track?
Another monumental track in between the album. I could have definitely seen this played like at one of those concerts, like in Japan, where Michael Jackson was standing on stage for 5 minutes and everybody was just falling out and shit. Like I could have seen this as like a post Jackson's, a tour that they was doing like in like the mid-80s and stuff. So, I definitely like the chorus. I don't care what you're saying. Walk right now. I ain't playing. Love elsewhere for you praying. Don't look back. You ain't saying. I could have definitely seen that. It like being like the wording of like the music video. You could just see the word just come up like on the screen, just like dun 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 dun. Like it's a monumental track, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love this song too. Nice funky groove. You can just picture Mike dancing to this song.
Mm-hmm.
Written again by Jackie and Randy and Michael. It seemed like those three had the most chemistry when it came to writing songs together.
Right.
Even though Jermaine wasn't in the group at the time, but when Randy came in, it just seemed like the songwriting was better. But I love this one. Yeah.
I mean, Michael did say Randy was probably the most musically talented brother. He said that in the interview one time too and shit.
Really?
But yeah, Walk Right Now, very enjoyable track right there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely another like danceable song. I love the fucking chorus and stuff like that. I don't care what you're saying. Walk Right Now, I ain't playing. Love that chorus and stuff. Very, very, very good track. Track number 8, Give It Up. Now, I want to say Jay-Z sampled this for Change the Game, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right on that or no?
I didn't hear if he did, I didn't hear the sample on here.
But anyway, yeah, this was a pretty dope track as well too. You know what I'm saying? Nice little enjoyable horn-driven track right here and stuff too. So very, very, very dope.
He might have like the piano chords go with the bass line. He might have, but like when I hear it, I don't hear it, huh?
It was Addicted to the Game. He sampled it.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't hear. Yeah, I didn't hear Change the Game on here, but the piano chords is like the star of this track, and the bass line, the beat. Even like the start of the track, you got like a little rock guitar, thrown in there, and it was a great track. Definitely one of my favorites.
The favorite thing I love about this track is the piano chorus. It sort of give me like Georgie Porgy Toto vibes, like when it first start. You know how when Georgie Porgy just first start, but they did it in their own way. And I'm glad that it wasn't just Michael Jackson all over the album. He was giving his brothers a chance to show their skills, because you just can't have a group and just have one person just being out there as that main person. Even though Michael Jackson was that nigga, his brothers contributed to this album and stuff, and this was another good track.
Yeah,
right.
It sounded like the start of like a Rocky training session, like the like I don't know why I got that vibe from, but I do hear that sample now that Red said it. I was wondering who sampled it because it sounded familiar. But I love the beginning, like Eric said. It just seems like it's like it just sounds like something from Rocky. I just think of Rocky when I hear that.
Yeah, I definitely feel you about that part. All right, and the last song off this album is fucking Wondering Who. You know what I'm saying? This is a cool song right here. This was written by Jackie and Randy again and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say Jackie was the one who sung the lead on this track. and stuff too. I heard y'all talk this track earlier and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this one was pretty. It was pretty cool. I feel like he did his thing on this one and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would. I would probably end it off with "Give It Up," but I still feel that this song is strong enough too. So yeah.
Yeah, it was good. We got to hear Jackie for once, vocally, and then the beat was dope, and it was a good way to start close off the album.
Yeah, this a really good song to end off the album. And the thing I like about it is the pre-chorus. I don't know if that was Jackie or who else wrote this track.
Randy.
I could have seen Jermaine Jackson do this song because it sort of the pre-chorus sort of remind me of something off I forgot that song. It came out in like "Do What You Do" for something, the "Do What You Do" track.
Yeah,
like the pre-chorus, because whoever was singing it, they was killing it. Because in my mind, I knew that you weren't true. From time to time, look what you. It's like some Shalimar shit, like the pre-chorus. It sort of reminds me of like something Shalimar would have did. But yeah, this is a perfect way to end off the album, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is a dope song, man. I don't understand why it wasn't a hit. I really don't. It has all the makings of a hit. I mean, it's funky,
right.
it's groovy, the lyrics are good, got a good hook, the vocals are good. It's just great beat, bass line. I love it. It's probably my second favorite song on the album.
Dope. All right.
And I like the other chorus too. Welcome to the night. Stop holding on. Start being strong. Stay up all night. That's definitely, you could have definitely had Michael doing that too.
Yeah.
Maybe if Michael sung it, it would have been bigger. Who knows?
Right. All right. Overall, this is actually my favorite album from them. I feel like musically, this might be them at their apex, them at their peak, and shit. You know what I'm saying? Besides "Can You Feel It," I definitely feel like every album, every song on this is a winner, in my personal opinion. Yeah, the same way how Destiny can be seen like in some ways as a precursor to some of the Off the Wall. This album can be seen as the same. Some songs have like a precursor to Thriller sound and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some of the MVPs, of course, Michael being the MVP was Jackie and Randy, especially when it came to like some of the songwriting and producing and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope album. I would give this 5 mics. I love it. Oh, I forgot to mention, this album was actually nominated for Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group, but it lost to the Manhattan Shining Star and stuff like that. So
in 81 or 80?
In the 1981 Grammys.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It's crazy.
You know what's funny?
And 3 of these singles off the album was #1.
I don't think they ever won a Grammy.
Not as a group, nah.
Not even the Jackson 5 won a Grammy?
Nah.
Wow, that's interesting. That is very interesting. One of the biggest groups of the 70s did not win a Grammy. Did you know that, Troy?
I didn't know that at all. I thought they had many Grammys as a group. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I always thought they won Grammys as a group. This is the first time I'm hearing that.
Wow.
I'm surprised they didn't win that album. It sold 3 million records worldwide.
Right.
And also, I mean, all those singles they had with Motown, they didn't win a Grammy. I Want You Back, ABC,
and it peaked. And the album peaked at #10 on the U.S. top LPs and tapes chart.
Wow.
Certified platinum. Sold 1 million copies. But it sold 3 million worldwide to this day.
I think it's a great album, though. I think the production was great. Michael is a legend for a reason. The songwriting by him and Randy and Jackie was was great on here. You know, many great songs. Heartbreak Hotel, Can You Feel It? Time Waits for No One, Give It Up, Walk Right Now. I love all of those songs. For me, I'm gonna give it 4.5 because it's not my favorite Jackson's album, but you can't go wrong with this or Destiny. Even Moving Violation, I like. I think that's underrated. Um, yeah, man. Like all of their albums to me are great. So I don't think they have like. Well, I mean, other than 2300 Jackson Street, I think their whole discography is great, man.
If I had to give it a rating, I give it 4.5 mics, just like Try. I think if you're thinking of the Destiny album and this album from like their, disco and post, disco era work, those are the two of my favorite albums besides, some of their work from the 60s. And, besides their last album, besides that trash 2300 Jackson Street, I do like the Destiny album from '84, but I don't consider it a classic. So I'm gonna have to give this one 4.5 mics.
Destiny
Okay.
came out in 78 or 79?
I think
78.
78.
78, okay. Yeah, I give it a 4.5. It's not my favorite. It's probably my second. I have Destiny by a hair. I also like the album that Tribe was talking about, Moving Violation as well.
Yeah, that was good.
But the more I listen to this album, man, it is starting to creep up there because I haven't listened to it in a while. But I give it a 4.5 as well.
Respect.
And I don't
Alright.
think this album's out of print. It should be going for like
No.
a decent price, but I mean, be careful when you order this too, because some of these companies be having these faulty copies and stuff. So like if you want a Japanese version, most likely they will have like extra bonus tracks on it and stuff. Cause this one got 12 tracks on it. It's just like different remixes of like certain songs off the album and stuff.
Man.
Moving Violation was harder to me to find
Yeah, that's right.
because I have all the
Was it
Jackson's
really?
albums. Yeah, to me that took me a
Yeah.
while to find that one. Dancing Machine.
Oh wow.
Do you got Farewell My Summer Love from Michael Jackson?
Was it a solo album?
I think it was some like unreleased tracks. I forgot what year it came out. I think it came
okay.
out in like, I have to look it up. I'll get back with you.
84.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have that.
It came out in 84. All right. Now we're gonna do the re-review of the Dangerous album. This came out. What date this came out? November 26, 1991 on Epic Records. No, he was gone with Quincy Jones. He entered fucking Teddy Riley. You know what I'm saying? Singles this album was known for are Black or White, Remember the Time, In the Closet, Jam, Who Is It, Heal the World, Given to Me, Will You Be There, and Gone Too Soon. This is produced by Michael Jackson, Bill Buntrell, Bruce Sweden, and Teddy Riley. Guest appearances include Heavy D, Princess Stephanie and Monaco, who was on In the Closet, and Rex and Effect. So yeah, man, like I did a review on this album about 6-7 years ago and shit like that too, you know what I'm saying? But I want to do this one because Tribe wanted to talk about this one and shit too. So I was like, I might well give my updated thoughts on this album, which for the most part still remains the same and stuff like that too. But some songs I kind of like more than others now and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Around this time, him and Quincy Jones stopped working with one another and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Which there's been lots of stories about why they stopped working with one another. The main story was that Quincy didn't like the fact that Michael wanted to produce like his own material and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say that they even had a falling out during the time Thriller happened because of the fact that Michael also wanted to be listed as a producer for the Grammy producer and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different stories and shit too. And yeah, Ronnie, Michael was supposed to have been on Quincy Jones' Secret Garden and stuff like that too, but then Albie sure took his spot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Very, very, very interesting. And so he ended up working with Teddy Riley. But at that time, Teddy Riley was like the go-to producer. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guy that was really responsible for the whole New Jack Swing kind of sound and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So, they would start work with one another, trying to update their sound and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And he was also supposed to have worked with L.A. Reid and Babyface, because the story with that was the fact that they were originally supposed to have worked for Jermaine Jackson and stuff too, but then Michael, he pretty much, somehow, some way, wanted them to work on his project. Well, he had a song called "Slave to the Rhythm," which that ended up being unreleased in the first place. So Jermaine Jackson, he did a song called "Word to the Bad."
Word to the bad.
Yeah, which there's actually two versions of that song. The first version was pretty much like a diss track against Michael Jackson and shit like that too. But then somehow, someway, when the album came out in '91, it was a way different version with way different versions, stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So that's crazy as hell and shit like that too. And that ended up being, I think, Jermaine Jackson's last album for a while. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
yeah.
Michael had to put his ass on timeout. He couldn't be out here talking shit about his brother like that. I mean, this man was paying this dude bills, and you out here just going crazy, man.
Right. And then also too, he also wanted to have like other people on the album. Like there was a song he did with LL Cool J called "Serious Effect," which I personally felt like that should have also been on the record. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it on YouTube and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So this is the album cover right here and stuff too. Very, very, very dope album cover. You know what I'm saying? It definitely has like a lot of trippy shit. Like you have dogs dressed as king, like some weird artwork and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much from what I looked up, the reason why he made the album cover like this was because of the fact that people saw in Michael Jackson at that time, like the Elephant Man and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And with the vitiligo brightening up his skin, it's supposed to represent like a fucking mask. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what the album represent and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. And the main reason why I really wanted to review this was just find out like why this album, like what made years later this album get more of like a reappraisal. Because when people talk MJ, it's always like Off the Wall, The Thriller, Bad. Somehow, some way, this album kind of gets left in the wayside for a while. But then in recent years, people started like re-listening to this album, and a lot of people say this is like really one of his best. Which I've said this shit for years, honestly. You know what I'm saying? This is actually my dad's copy. And I think he got this when it actually came out, if I'm not mistaken, too. So, yeah, man. Very, very, very dope. I know Try just showed the booklet and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. And Eric, you just said you're gonna listen for this one, right?
You only know like a couple of songs from the album, like the main ones that people know. So I'm gonna just sit back and listen.
All right, no problem, no problem. All right, this album has 14 tracks. Let's get this shit started. Track number 1, Jam. Pretty dope song. This features Heavy D. You know what I'm saying? It definitely had like the strong New Jack Swing sound and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope. You know, even though it definitely had a strong danceable track, you know, he was talking about like a lot of stuff, like, you know, unity and loving one another. You know what I'm saying? Traditional stuff that MJ was talking about at that time too. You know what I'm saying? Heavy D definitely did his thing on the guest verse and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Love the video too with this track. So yeah, very, very, very good.
I remember when I saw that they wrote premiered this video on Video Soul back then, and to see Michael Jackson with Michael Jordan, that was huge. You know what I'm saying? Because Michael Jordan wasn't doing nobody's video back then. You know what I'm saying? This is like the time when he won like his first ring with the Bulls. You know, after beating the Lakers in '91, and just to see the both of them on set and how, you know, like watching the making of it and seeing how Jordan was trying to teach, you know, Michael some of his moves on the court, and Michael was trying to teach Jordan how to moonwalk and all that. That was epic. And then on top of that, you had Chris Cross in the video, and I was a huge Chris Cross fan when they came out with Jump. And then you had Heavy D, you know, one of the best, a legend in the game, and have him on the track, you know, and he already did a track with Janet for Rhythm Nation, and then to be like the only rap artist to do a track with Michael too. So yeah, Michael and Janet that this man did a feature with. That's nobody's ever did that. Not Jay-Z, not Nas. You know what I'm saying? And that's something people forget. I'm like, Heavy D's the only one to collaborate with both Michael and Janet. And to see him on the set, and he gave a dope ass feature, you know, Teddy Riley on the beat. It was crazy. You had like, it was real chaotic to start the album off. It's like, you know, you had like glass breaking in the background and everything, and all type of noises and sounds, and I loved it. I think it's a classic record. You know, you had Heavy D. I love Heavy D's verse, like his flow. He sounded like, you know, he brought that vintage Heavy D flow to the song, and you know, he's saying jam, jam, here comes the man, hot damn.
Damn.
With an upper hand. I love that. Love that. You know, and you know, Michael, you know, talking about singing about, you know, the stuff going on, and you know, the bad things that's going on in the world like he normally did on a track like this. And I mean, if you listen to it and you hear like the word jam, and then you got Michael Jordan, best NBA player ever in the video, it's almost like he could have made this song for like NBA All-Star Weekend of that year, because it just had that vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, back when they used to have like you know, NBA was it inside stuff with Ahmad Rashad used to host that, and they would do like the best dunks of the week, and they would have like music to go with it. They played this song with those clips because it just had that, you know, it was like energetic, but it was also like, you know, Michael kicking some serious stuff on the song as well. But this was a banger. Like this was definitely a classic record.
Yeah, absolutely. I always wonder why Heavy D wasn't credited on that song. You notice that?
Yeah, because it don't say featuring Heavy D, right?
Right. Yeah. It's just, maybe because it's verses, I don't know. He had a short verse.
Michael won't know the credit to himself. You know, he don't really like the collabs he's done. They don't ever say Michael featuring, you know, when he did the joint with Notorious B.I.G. Don't ever say that. Or with, you know, Shaq was on History album. It don't say featuring. It's always like him, and you got to read in the album credits to see who's on the track.
Yeah, I noticed that too. But yeah, dope song, dope. That video, like you said, was iconic. You know what I mean? Jordan rocking the Bordeaux.
Yeah.
Jordan 7s. Remember
Definitely.
that video? A lot of good videos from this album. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, man. Track number 2, Why You Want to Trip on Me, featuring Rex and the no, that's not from excuse me. Yeah, this song pretty much was like a song aimed at his critics and stuff like that too, talking about why is everybody always on my case and shit like that too. Whereas I'm over here dealing with I'm over here concerned more about poverty and inner city life and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Teddy Riley, he actually played the guitar on this track, and it's crazy too because he said that he thought that Jackson was going to get somebody else to play guitar, just guitar and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And he actually used an acoustic Ovation guitar and stuff too when he did this track. So yeah, man, Very, very, very dope track. It's not really one of my favorites off this record compared to so many, but I still fuck with it.
This is a banger. I love it. Love the beat, the hi hats on it, the bass line. You know, Teddy was in his bag on this. He just was in that swing '90s mode, and everything he was coming out with at that time was classic. And he gave Michael a banger, and you know, Michael again, like Michael is talking about, you know, why is everybody fascinated by his personal life when you got the world in hunger, we got homelessness out here, people losing their jobs, the government is in shambles, and they worried about, oh, well, he buys elephant bones or he sleeps in a hyperbaric chamber and just stupid shit like that I never understood. And you know, he talked about it in the first verse of the song. He's saying, you know, they say I'm different, they don't understand, but there's a bigger problem that's much more in demand. You got world hunger, not enough to eat, so there's really no time to be tripping on me. And I definitely always agreed with Michael when even when he did the song "Leave Me Alone," it was like he took a shot at the media for again, you know, trying to make him sound like he's some weirdo. You know what I'm saying? And I never understood that, but it's because he was the greatest of all time. That's what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like Elvis can never be where he's at, so they're gonna take shots at the black man, and I get that. But this is definitely a great song. I loved it.
Yeah, I like it too. Mike got some socially conscious songs, man.
Oh
This
yeah,
is one of them. You know, talking about police brutality, all that stuff. So
right.
yeah, I love the bass line, the snare, you know, the
Yeah.
kick on it. Yeah,
Mhm.
Michael likes that. Seems like he gets in his bag when he gets songs like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because it's danceable. Like you can dance to this. So you know, like any of these tracks, the up tempo stuff, they all danceable tracks.
yeah, yep,
You know, that was his thing.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the key right there. Danceable tracks with the socially conscious messages and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. Track number 3, "In the Closet." One of my favorite Michael Jackson songs. Period. Originally this song was supposed to have featured Madonna, but they had like a they have fallen out to the sense because I think like Loki Michael didn't like Madonna from what I've read, and she pretty much just thought Madonna was just rude and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up getting the Prince of Monaco, for this track, but she was mostly labeled as the mystery girl, Princess Stephanie of Monaco and whatnot too. So this is pretty much like a sex track right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Pretty dope track right here. You know what I'm saying? I love the beat, the doon 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 doon. Like that fucking beat is very something very different, not just for Michael but for Teddy Riley as well too. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, I love it.
It was something different from Michael for once that, you know, I felt like he showed his sensual side. Like the video with Naomi Campbell was real sensual. They were like out in the desert. It's just him and her. They feeling up on each other. You know, he had his hair slicked back. He had like a wife beater on. That's all they kept talking about was the video with him and Naomi. And you know, I think he was like they said he was shy when he was filming the video, and Naomi had to like break him out of his shyness. And you know, I think people will remember the video a lot for that. And the song was great. You know, the beat by Teddy was dope, and you know, even the lyrics was like kind of risky for Michael at that time. And you know, now he end up now he him and Madonna had a falling out, but later on, I think it was like 95. I want to say 94, 95. Madonna ended up taking him to the was it the Oscars or whatever? That was like her date.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they end up going to like the Oscars together. I think she got nominated for a Vita that year, or whatever. So that was like her date. That was like a big thing. Yeah, like the media talking about that. Michael and Madonna, you know, out together on the red carpet and all that. But this is definitely a classic song, another classic track. You know, one of my favorites.
yeah, I agree. Classic record. Apparently, Madonna had submitted some lyrics for the song, and Michael thought they were too suggestive, provocative. So that's what happened.
Right.
He wanted to take things too far. Michael said, "Oh, wait a minute, this is too much."
Right. I mean, he did a lot with the video. That video is like, you know what I'm saying? It's like Naomi Campbell, gorgeous model with Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know if MT was gonna play it, you know, during prime time or like after midnight.
Yeah. So imagine what Donna wrote if she, you know what I mean?
Right.
It must have been worse. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Facts. And yeah, that was like around the time that Erotica dropped. So
Yeah, she was in her bag with that. Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
90, 91, 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this video also got banned in South Africa too.
Right. See.
Track number 4, She Drives Me Wild, featuring Rex and Effect. You know what I'm saying? This one right here was a pretty cool. I love like the car sound effects on this one with the drums and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty solid track.
I love this, man. This was again another banger by Teddy, and I like the fact that he said, let me get my group Rex and Effect on here. And this is before they dropped Rum Shaker. Rum Shaker wasn't even a hit just yet. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even come out with that. And to have both Akil and Markel on the song with Michael is like that's their best feature ever. You know what I'm saying? And it was a dope. It was definitely a dope banger.
Yeah, I like this one too. Got a kind of like the same snares and bass. And this kick is She Drives Me Wild, I think. No, that's what we on.
Yeah.
In the Closet, and also Why You Want to Trip on Me.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one too.
And when you hear this song, it sound. I mean, for me, it sounds like it could have been on Guy's second album on The Future.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that too. Yeah.
Right. Also, another trivia about the song too. Teddy Riley, he said that this song was inspired by Sally Richardson, the actress, who I want to say she actually was dating at the time and allegedly stole from Jermaine Jackson, allegedly, from what I looked up. But
Stole what?
That's another story for a different day.
What she stole?
Sally Richardson.
What she stole though? She stole money?
No, she was with Jermaine Jackson, and he pretty much took her, swooped away from Jermaine Jackson. I looked up.
Oh wow. Well, it's Michael. What you expect?
Yeah, the Thriller album is up for their drugs and stuff. Damn, Jermaine, you can't.
I'm weak. All right, track number 5. Remember the Time. One of my favorite MJ songs as well too. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope beat. This might be my second favorite song off this album. Very, very, very dope beat. Very nice vocals on this track too. You know what I'm saying? There's a rumor that this song was dedicated to Diana Ross and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not lying.
He's dedicated to Diana Ross. They never dated officially, Reg.
You said what?
They never dated officially, right?
That's what I looked at. That's based on research and shit.
Well, I always thought he looked at Diana and like Elizabeth Taylor as like his motherly figures. That's
what I thought.
Yeah.
Well, they always say he had a thing for Diana.
Oh wow.
Hey,
right.
Don't give a fuck about beer.
You had Sally Richardson is gorgeous. You want Diana Ross? Why?
No, Teddy Riley has Sally Richardson.
Oh, Teddy Riley has Sally. Oh, my bad. Okay. Damn. So yeah, Michael's producer stealing his brother's girlfriend. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Reg, he wrote Remember the Time?
Yeah. I think Teddy Riley and MJ wrote Remember the Time. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But yeah,
that's crazy.
And another interesting thing about the song too, he only performed this song one time, and that was at the 1993 Soul Train Awards when he performed it on crutches and shit. Because he always wanted to perform on a Dangerous tour, but he had like wardrobe malfunctions while he was performing the song and shit.
Wow.
I got the Dangerous tour or the HBO one on DVD. I don't remember him doing that song on the tour though.
There's rehearsals of the tour online you can watch, but
Okay.
the only performance is the 1993 Soul Train Award. That's the only performance.
Wow. What was he? Did he break his leg?
See, there's rumors. Some people say he broke his leg. Some people say he didn't want to perform, and he wanted to perform sitting down and shit. That is.
Oh wow.
I feel like he did break his leg and shit, but that's just my thing.
I can't stop laughing, man.
That's crazy.
And he wanted to go upside with Miss Diana Ross.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I believe it because he got mad when she got married. He really did have a thing for her.
Out of everybody you could have had, you want Diana?
Right, that's what I said. Yeah.
I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? That's like when I hear about the R. Kelly thing, I'm like, R. Kelly could have had any woman you wanted. Why do you want somebody that's not of age? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense to me. That's the power of money. There's money just feel like they could do anything. You know? Diana Ross is a legend. I'm just saying you could have had any woman. You want Diana?
Well, the reason why I'm laughing is because if you look at the lyrics, it talks about being on the phone.
Right. Yeah. He was in love.
On the phone, you and me, you Don, you three. What about us, girl? Do ya?
This is a straight love song. This is one of those reminiscent love songs. He was in love on it. You could tell just by reading the lyrics, you could tell this man was in love. With who? I don't know. But he was clearly in love with somebody. You know what I'm saying? This is a straight love song. And it's a dope love song. I love it. Like when this video premiered, they premiered this on primetime TV. They don't do that no more. Beyonce will never have that. Jay-Z will never get that. This man, this is how big this man was. This man was getting his videos premiered on CBS, primetime, 8 p.m. on Fox TV, primetime before The Simpsons came on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When Black or White came out, we had a discussion in school. I was like in the 6th grade when this album came out. And because of the whole controversy with him, touching himself on top of the cop car or whatever, they made us talk about this shit in class. They don't do that no more. What artists right now are these kids talking about in school? Oh, did you hear about Lil Yachty and who the fuck is? You know what I'm saying? That's how big Michael Jackson was when his videos was prime time on national TV, not MTV, not BET, national TV. And this video premiered and they showed the making of it and everything, and it was great. Like I love the video. I forgot the director who did it. Props to him. You had Eddie Murphy in the video and Mon. The dancers were great. Magic Johnson, another NBA Hall of Famer. The video was great. The song is great. A classic record.
Now, do y'all feel that this is his best video?
I think it's his best video from this album. I don't think like all time. I still give that to like Thriller and Beat It.
Okay.
I think that's his best, but Remember the Time for me is his best video off of the album.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely.
I'm more of a Black and White fan, to be real.
That was great too.
That was a good video. Yeah.
Like the controversy behind that, I think that's what for no reason at all. I mean, okay, so Madonna did how much shit did Madonna do back in the 80s, and she didn't get as much grief that compared to Michael, because he's on the cop car feeling himself.
Yeah, Prince was hunting while he was in custody. Y'all were saying nothing about Prince. Rick James was licking bitches fucking licking their cheeks.
Exactly.
Y'all were saying that.
You had Ozzy Osbourne biting heads off of bats at concerts and shit. He didn't get that much grief, but because it's a black man that's on a cop car dancing and he playing with himself, they have an issue with that. I don't get it.
Exactly. Yeah, MTV, they weren't ready for that.
Nah. It wasn't ready for him. Like he changed MTV.
Yeah, I gotta get this album on vinyl, man. This album is really good.
Definitely.
Yeah. I should have bought it, Try.
I got it. Buy it for $40. I'm buying it for Michael. Like ain't too many artists I'm spending $40 on. For Michael, definitely.
Yeah.
That's music to me.
Hey, I I saw it on vinyl for $40. I didn't get it.
Yes, yes. All right, track number 6, Can't Let Her Get Away. This is actually my favorite song off this record. You know what I'm saying? Very, very hard hitting right here. You know what I'm saying? I love the beat. The ding, 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 ding. I love that fucking beat and shit. You know what I'm saying? What was interesting about this track was that Teddy Riley originally had this beat as a part of a sample CD because it definitely had like some James Brown like samples and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But then of course, MJ heard it, and the rest is history and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, I love the line where he says, "I thought she had to have it since the first time she came. Who knows the situation? Mysteries do remain, and now I wonder why I break down when I cry. Is this something I said, or is it just a lie? Boom, boom, boom. Is it just a lie? I love that fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? And then with the hook where he goes to the falsetto with that can't let it get away. I love how
Yes.
it shows like some of his vulnerability when it comes to that fucking hook and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is actually a very, very, very dope track. One my favorite song off this record.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Classic.
Definitely love this track and the beat and the James Brown samples it was just a hard hitting New Jack Swing track from Teddy and man, he could have came out with this and it would have been a smash hit too. You know, a lot of the joints he didn't come out with as singles, they could have been smash hits easily. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's always been one of my favorite records on this album.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites as well. It's always on my playlist. It's got a '90s feel to it.
Yeah.
I love the beat, love his vocals, the hook. This is a well written, well arranged song. Really good.
Definitely. All right, next track we got is Heal the World. Um, this might be the most socially conscious song off this album. Excuse me. At times it can get a bit preachy at times, but not preachy in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? Very, 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 very good song in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like it.
I love the song. It just was overplayed way too much. You know what I'm saying? Like he had some songs, you know, Earth Song was another song that they overplayed way too much. This song they overplayed way too much. Like this was like they would put this in like a Disney film. Or like if they had like a Disney, you know, celebrity event, they would play this at the end for the finale. But it's a great song. It was just overplayed way too much.
Yeah, I actually like it. It's similar to We Are the World.
Right.
It's in that same family, but I like Heal the World more.
Yeah.
Some people like We Are the World more, but I like Heal the World more. But it has been, you know, you don't hear it anymore these days, but it was at the time over a lot, played a lot back then. His love for children was highlighted in that song.
Right.
He said in his biography, I think it was one of the most emotionally draining songs he ever wrote.
Yeah.
Subject matter. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Was there a video?
Next track is Black or White.
Yeah, I believe there's a video for Heal the World.
It was? Okay.
It was like a montage video, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, next track, Black or White. Very, 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 very dope song in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? This was like the first single off this record and shit too. You know, everyone remembers a video where it premiered on MTV, BET, VH1, and Fox and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when it comes to the song was originally supposed to have been for the bad album and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But then Bill Bartrell had to do some had to do some more work on it and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? And he was the one that came up with the rap for the song, and he was a rapper on the song where he went by the pseudonym LTB and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very rock influence and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? The video was very good too. You know what I'm saying? Has a lot of people like Macaulay Culkin. You had a young Tyra Banks. You had George Wendt was in the video as well too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Fucking the controversial last couple of minutes when MJ was just going in like that. Oh, like just ripping off his shirt, breaking police cars and stuff like that. I'm sorry, but every time I think of that video, no lie, I always think of the In Living Color sketch with Tommy Davidson as Michael Jackson, and then when the fucking wind came and then Tommy Davidson fell down. Like, but for on the real shit, though, I feel like this video, I mean, this song is like one of the most important songs that he's ever done and stuff like that. And I also feel like, personally, it's more like a metaphor to like what people looked at him at that time too. Like, why was his skin lightening up and stuff like that too. So, in a way, it was kind of like a middle finger to the critics in a way too. So, yeah, this is black and white.
And I remember when they premiered that on Fox, and that's all they kept talking about. And it was so much controversy with the video that they had like two versions. Like that, they end up cutting it shorter, and they had like the long version with him dancing on the car, and we had the Black Panther in the street and the glass breaking and all that. They had to cut it into two different versions. So there's a short version, there's a longer one. And we actually talked about, I'm like, yo, y'all acting like this nigga killed somebody. We talking about this shit in school like it was a national event because of him dancing on the car. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yo, like the video was groundbreaking with the metamorphing into other people in different colors and races, and I loved it. I get the message from Michael. That's what he was always about, and I think he got his message across in the video. And wasn't Slash playing on this?
No, it was another song on this album though.
Okay. Because I always thought it was Slash that was doing the guitar part on here, but the it's a rock track really. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to it and Mike killed it, man. This is a classic record.
Yeah, I love it. One of my favorite Michael Jackson songs. Tyra Banks is in the video. I don't know if you remember that.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of a lot of white people like this song. You hear?
Yeah.
A lot of black people like it too, but it was on a lot of white stations back then.
Right.
Yeah, but you didn't hear "Remember the Time" as much on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they wasn't playing that on Z100. They were playing this.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Hot 97 was playing "Remember the Time."
Yeah. Yep.
And Kiss FM back then.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, I love this song. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
Let those Negroes still remember the time we got black and white. That's all we need.
Exactly.
Right. Track number 9, Who Is It? Very, very, very cool song as well too. You know what I'm saying? Michael just talking about somebody that cheated on him and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Pretty cool song. I love the tone of the song and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, very, very, very nice song.
Yeah, this was good. This was like more darker. It had like a darker tone, and Mike was singing in like a lower tone frequency. And you had like the synthesizers on it and the orchestra, and he's singing on the chorus. Don't you judge my composure because I'm bothered every day. And she didn't leave a letter. She just upped and went away. And I love this track. This is definitely another classic bang on here.
This song is iconic for when Michael did the interview with Oprah, and he started beatboxing, and he was singing. This is the song he was beatboxing and singing.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of people were shocked because we didn't know he could beatbox like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And he did a rap album that never came out. We're still waiting to hear that joint.
Really? Wow.
Yes, he did a rap album.
It ain't never coming out.
That's never coming out, but it needs to.
Have you ever seen that interview, Reg?
Which interview? You mean the Oprah interview?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen that years ago.
yeah. I remember when it was live. It was like everybody and their mother watched that interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we got like it was like it was like the Super Bowl. We all got together, our whole family watched it.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Yeah, crazy.
One can't open fat ass no attention. He was just grooving to the moment. He didn't care about nothing he was saying. He was just doing his thing.
Mhm.
Mark was good. Salute.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait, nigga. Damn. All right, we had Given to Me.
Yeah.
This is the one that features Slash on
Okay.
guitar and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? This one was a more for rock song and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very cool song. This one I kind of feel does not get its just due. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Dirty Diana, like
Yeah.
to say the least, and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I definitely felt like Slash was like the best guitarist he could ever pick for this one. You know what I'm saying? I know Try don't care for Guns N' Roses like that, but
Yeah, but they all legends though. They all legends. You know what I'm saying?
Of course
I know that they're legends because they've been around since I was in junior high. So
I feel you. Respect. But yeah, man, this was a very, very, very dope track right here.
yeah, this was good. This is definitely one of those songs that a lot of people don't mention off of this album. And you had Slash, a legend from a legendary band like Guns N' Roses. He killed it on here. It had a real hard beat, and it starts off melodic, and then it like builds up into like when you hear the chorus. And I loved it. I thought it was great. Michael killed it.
Yeah, I had listened to the song in a while. I really liked it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love I know the guitars on there.
Slash.
Yeah,
Slash.
Yeah, dope.
Yes.
I love how
All
just
right.
one more thing. I love how on all his albums he tries to cover different genres.
Yes.
Like he got, R&B,
Mhm.
hip hop, you got some rock, soft rock, country.
Yeah.
It's just like different genres he tries to and makes
Yeah.
it his own.
Definitely.
You just don't do the same shit every fucking album.
That's why it was always hard to like put Michael in like one category. I'm like, because he's all over the place. Same with Prince. They were like all over the place.
Yeah.
Right.
What they did back then, you have artists trying to do now in pop music, trying to, The Weeknd. You can't really put The Weeknd in like one category.
Yes. Next track we got Will You Be There? So this might also be my third favorite track off this album. You know what I'm saying? Now, the album version has that chorus in the beginning, which I could have done without that chorus. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know it was also on the soundtrack to Free Willy,
Right.
the 1993 movie about the whale and everything like that. Yeah, man. But this is a very dope song. It has like a very gospel feel to it. You know what I'm saying? He also had the Andre Crouch singers on this song too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should know about Andre Crouch and shit too. Very dope gospel producer. He's actually a gospel producer that can actually do music, unlike some other motherfuckers like Cough Cough Kirk Franklin. But that's another story for a different day. Yeah, vocally, I love the outro of this track when he was just going in on this track. You know what I'm saying? Like the hold me, like the rivers. I love that track. The gospel, because you only hear MJ doing like gospel, like that kind of music and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this was a very, very, very cool song. I love it.
Yeah, it had it was definitely had that gospel influence to the song, and yeah, he definitely did his thing on this joint too. So this was dope. Any thoughts, BJ? What you think about this one?
You know, I had forgot that this song was on this album. I was when I listened, I was like, man, I thought this was on Bad. Like I didn't realize it was on Dangerous. Like this is crazy how many hits he got on this album, man.
Yeah. I believe he came out with like what 8 hits off of this album.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
And I had forgotten that it was on the Free Willy soundtrack too. Yeah. But yeah, this is I think this song is like used a lot on his like you watch like Michael Jackson videos like of his concerts, they'll play this in the background, like showing his fans like fainting and it's like a very uplifting, victorious type of song. I like it though.
Yeah.
Like it's like one of those songs you hear in the Olympics or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep.
Shit. All right. Next track we got is "Keep the Faith." You know what I'm saying? This is like another inspirational song. You know what I'm saying? You have the Crouch Singers here as well. You know what I'm saying? Not only one of my favorites off this record, but that don't mean it's a bad track indeed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt like sequencing wise, they could have put this somewhere maybe later on in this album and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I respect it because you had the great Sadia Garrett, who you guys should know. Quincy Jones's protege. She did the classic ballad "I Just Can't Stop Loving You" with MJ. You know what I'm saying? She had her contribute on this track too. So again, you had some of that vintage MJ mixing with some of the new MJ and stuff like that. So I can't get mad about that.
Yeah, like Sadia Garrett is a legend in her own right. And again, it had like a gospel R&B feel to it, and it was a real positive type of song. I think with the sequencing, being that he gave it so many, the up-tempo joints, Jam and Remember the Time, and Can't Let Her Get Away. And then like when we get to this part of the album, it's more like you get the gospel part of Michael that we didn't see a lot from him. So when you listen to songs like Will You Be There and Keep the Faith, Gone Too Soon, they got those gospel vibes, and I think that's what he did. And then like to end it off with the title track, I think that was like, to me, it was great sequencing.
I agree. It was he got you, the up tempo stuff early,
right?
And now it's time to come down. It's time to get serious and talk about some things.
Right. I mean, because if you sequence a song like this early, where's it going? Is it going after I Can't Let Her Get Away? Is it going before Remember the Time on Black or White? How are you sequencing it?
Yeah, you had to put it here.
Yeah, man. Next track we got is "Gone Too Soon." Now this is another one of his most famous songs to begin with and stuff. Whereas pretty much when it comes to this track, and it was actually written and composed by Larry Grossman and Buzz Cohen. And MJ, he actually came across the song. He actually came across the song when he heard, from what I looked at, he saw Dionne Warwick performing this song, and he said that he had wanted to record it someday. So his version of the song was a tribute to his friend named Ryan Wright, who was a teenager that got expelled from his school because he had contracted HIV and AIDS. And this is when the disease was like a new thing and people didn't really know how to handle the news and whatnot. So MJ, started hanging out with them more. And, I think he brought him to Neverland Ranch and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? So pretty much when he had died, he I think he dropped this more as a single. He performed this like at the White House, for Bill Clinton's inaugural celebration. and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this one is a pretty heartfelt song. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, that's all I can really much say about
But
this.
they never mention that. They only mention, oh, he had kids at his house, sleep over. They don't mention the many things that he's
Right,
done for,
right.
for charity and
Video
donated his
game.
own money. He didn't even have to do that. He donated his own millions to these different charities around the world and all that. But they just pick out the one thing to make him look bad. You know what I'm saying? That's what I hear about the media.
That's why you have
Very-
people like me saying it like it is.
Right. Facts. But it's a great song, and even at that time, it was like we were just like learning about HIV and AIDS in school, like when we had sex education, and when Magic came out and announced that he had to retire because of it. We had Eazy-E, a legend, die from it. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, it was all kind of stuff coming out. It was like videos coming out about it, people doing commercials about it. They had telethons with celebrities coming out about it, and Michael did a great track, and he had to actually visited the guy before he died, and like that's something people remember forever. Like if you about to die from something and you meet your favorite rock star, like you're gonna take that to the grave with you forever. So this is definitely a great ballad.
That was his friend, Reg, the kid.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a very sad song, man.
Mm.
I don't remember if I ever saw Michael perform this song. Um, didn't somebody sing this at his funeral? Did Jermaine sing this song? Or was it
no,
another
Jermaine
song?
sings "Smile."
Oh, Smile. Okay, got you. No, it's a beautiful song. I didn't know the history behind it with Dionne Warwick. That was pretty dope. I thought Michael wrote the song, but yeah, it's a very, very, very emotional song. You can tell Michael was had some personal ties to it. I didn't know the story behind it, but yeah, I mean, it could have. I think it should have been the last song on the album, but
Yeah.
Same.
it's fine. Yeah, with Dangerous being last, but
Yeah, which brings us into Dangerous. Now, this is the song itself. The song itself is a good song and stuff like that. This was actually supposed to have been the final single of Dangerous, but by the time late '93 had happened, the allegations came out for the first time and whatnot too, and they had to cancel plans to make this as a single. But then it also has some controversy too because the songwriter, there was a songwriter named Crystal Cartier who pretty much blamed Michael, Bill Bontrell, and Teddy Riley for plagiarizing Dangerous and stuff like that too. And the case actually got thrown out, and it got ruled in favor for Jackson and his team because Cartier refused to provide evidence that the song was actually plagiarized. So that just leaves it right there and shit too. Now, while I said the song was a good song, but I felt like this should have been way earlier in the album, if you ask me. Maybe like track 5 to 7. And originally, this was another song that had its beginnings in the Bad album because it came from the song Streetwalker, which I love that song. That was supposed to have been on Bad too, and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But it content wise, it kind of reminds me of Dirty Diana. Just about the scandalous women and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Very, very, very dope track.
I love it. I think it was perfectly placed. The last song, the title track. Michael gave us, he started off with the up tempo, and then he gave us the gospel side, and the songs that had some real emotion, and then he hit us right back again with that New Jack Swing on Dangerous, and I thought it was the great track to close off the album. And I remember when the album came out, Video Music Box used to show there was like a teaser commercial for the album, and it was like with like different moving images in like the desert, and you see like Michael, like the same eyes you see on the Dangerous album cover, you see like Michael's eyes at the end of the commercial. I don't know if YouTube have it, but I remember they used to play the teaser commercial back in the day, and I think it was phenomenal. I think I love this track. You know, Teddy killed it. You got Mike talking about scandalous ass women. It was banging. Definitely a classic record.
I don't know why, but I just remember this song more than I remember some of the other songs.
Right.
I don't know if it was released as a single.
It was supposed to be, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when I was listening, I was like, I just remember this song as a kid, you know, a dangerous song.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's one of my favorites on the album as well. You can hear Teddy's sound on the album so much.
Yeah.
This is a great album, man. I forgot how good this album was. I might have to rethink where I rate this album.
$40. I'm definitely would get it for $40.
Yeah.
You know?
I might have to go back. It might still be there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Q said they have the commercial on YouTube. Okay.
Okay. All right, and that's everything from this album. Overall, this album to me is my third favorite MJ album he's came out with. I feel like this is a very fresh album. It's a very socially conscious album, but with very like danceable grooves and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, like there's not really that much things I would change and stuff like that. Only things I would probably say is I wish Dangerous personally was moved up further higher up on the album and whatnot too. But other than that, I definitely give this a 5 mics. I feel like this is a very influential album. Personal.
Oh, he's breaking up.
You said what?
Yeah,
You good?
I want to know what 2 albums he has ahead of Dangerous. Off the Wall and Thriller?
Off the Wall.
Yeah, I mean that's for me. It's Dangerous is top 5, like easily. I don't know why, like now it doesn't get discussed, like Off the Wall and Thriller, because when it came out in '91, it was a huge success. The tour was a success. The album was everywhere, but it seemed like over the last couple decades, people forget about the album. Like they just skip over this album. They might go to. They don't even mention history. They skip over history and they go straight to Invincible. Invincible was okay for me. I don't think it was a great album though. You know, there's some songs on there I was like,
This is better than Invincible.
I don't think Ronnie Jerkins should have been the main producer for that album. You know, and by that time, I know Teddy was on that album too, but I don't think Teddy gave him his best stuff for Invincible. But on this album, I think he killed it. Like I think like he was in his bag, and this is the time when New Jack Swing was still like it was still fresh, it was still new, and he was out there for everybody. He was doing shit for Johnny Kemp and Keith Sweat, Today, Troop, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So he gave Michael the best sound for this album, and you know I think every song on here was great. I wouldn't say nothing about it. I think the production was great, and Michael was always great too. He was always good at adapting to whatever sound it was at that time, and that's what you should do as a great artist, to adapt to whatever is the trendy or hottest sound at that time, and the climate of the world he talked about on this album with Heal the World and going the AIDS epidemic we're going too soon and Remember the Time. So many classic songs on here. Jam, the title track, In the Closet. I loved it. I think this is a 5 mic classic. Definitely for me, it's top 5 all time for Michael's discography as a solo artist, and I wouldn't say nothing about it.
Yeah, this is definitely a 5 mic classic. I used to have Bad ranked ahead of it, but now I'm starting to really consider. I'm thinking about rethinking that.
Bad was great. Like Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, and Dangerous are my favorite MJ albums from the 80s and 90s. I think though I don't think not too many albums are fucking with those albums. I really feel like those are all 4 of those albums were like groundbreaking in their own right. So Bad to me is great. There's no argument for me with Bad.
What was after this album? Was it the History album?
It was History. Yeah, that was 95. Because he was still going through the child molestation charges and stuff. and like that, he sound more angry on that. When you hear those songs on History, he was going at the media. He was more angry on that album.
That was his most angriest album.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was
Yes.
going at the DA that was that had the case. He was going at him on that album.
I'm taking your shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. History was good. Like he had some great songs. Stranger in Moscow. That's one of my favorites. That was a classic record. You know, the This Time Around with Biggie. What's the joint? They Don't Care About Us. That was a classic record. He had some bangs on there. I feel like that's another album. Unfortunately, it don't get the respect that it deserves because of the whole controversy in the case.
Who was the main producer on that? Did he have a?
He had various. He had Dallas Austin. He had Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis. Who else is on that? He had some other producers on there.
Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley's on that too?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, he had more features on there. Shaq is on that. I never thought I would hear Shaquille O'Neal on the Michael Jackson album. He had Shaq on there. He had Boyz II Men. He had Biggie. You know what I'm saying? So he had more features on that album. But I even with that album, it don't get a lot of respect because of what he was going through personally.
One of my favorite songs is on there, Childhood.
Yeah, exactly. That's another personal song.
I love that.
You guys don't care for that one.
Have you seen my childhood?
When we talked about that, me, Reggie, and Ashley, there was some misses on that album I didn't care for, but the majority of the album is still good.
Like, give me Scream This Time Around, Money, Earth. Give me Earth Song over Childhood.
Money was my joint. I love Money. That joint is fire.
Anniversary. You can say, I am the boy, I am the boy. That's my shit right there. About 3 times.
You Are Not Alone is on there, right?
You're Not Alone. That was a big hit. Yeah. He married Priscilla Presley at that time.
Yeah, so the first part of it was like his old songs.
Right? Yeah, it's a double. The disc one was the hits, and disc 2 was the actual album, the new album.
Gotcha. I remember that. Yeah, I think I didn't have it on vinyl, but I had it on like CD. I think.
Yeah, I have it on CD. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta go back and listen to that.
I need to go get the album. I don't think I got the CD.
It's like gold. It's like a gold plated CD.
Oh, okay.
The booklet was great. They had like many photos of him like over the years in the booklet.
Yeah, I agree.
He had a made like in Paris.
You should have did more songs with Janet.
I agree. I wanted him to do a whole album with Janet. I think that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Ronnie, I know you're not asking that question. I know you're not asking that question. That's not even. I'm not even answering that question. If it wasn't for Michael, he wouldn't have Justin Timberlake or Chris Brown. Are you kidding me?
I just be trying to put shit on Justin Timberlake, man. This is why you ask that damn question.
I like Justin, but he ain't Michael.
Yeah, there's only one Michael Joseph Jackson. Why we just can't be great?
You said what?
I said, why people just can't be great?
All of them.
And
all of them. They would not.
They
wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Michael.
I do believe the Dangerous album is on picture disc vinyl, so I might have to get that Infinite Crack person. So.
That's dope. Yeah, I love the album cover. There's a lot of stuff going on in the album cover.
Yes, it looked like a Wells Water picture. You just got some of everything on it.
Right.
Sam said The Velvet Rope is my favorite album by Janet Jackson.
That was a great album.
That's a great
I
album
need to
too.
get that on vinyl.
They re-released it with like the bonus tracks. The bonus tracks was fire too.
Okay. I need all of you too.
I can't believe Ronnie actually asked that. Like, I'm gonna actually say Justin over Michael? No, fuck no.
He just trying to start something.
Come on, man.
That's funny.
You know better, Run. Run, like, I'm about to get these niggas started. Hey, Riz, did you get that comment up I left in the chat?
You said what?
I said, did you read that comment I left in the chat, the private chat?
Oh, he wants you to do a reaction to the Eddie Murphy video, the What's Up joint with Michael.
Okay, we can do that one day.
Okay, Ricky.
Yeah, that shit was bad. I think Eddie had to pay Michael a shitload of money. That shit was bad.
And we're falling.
Man.
It's right there. Heavenly Father. Yeah, just stick to party all the time. That's all you need to stick to.
Right, that's it. Favorite Ronnie has a question for BJ. Favorite Michael Jackson video?
Ooh, my favorite Michael Jackson video. I would say Beat It.
Yeah. That's mine. That was my introduction to Michael, so that's always gonna be my favorite.
That was the one where he was on the train.
Nah, that's the one where he was with the gangs, the street gangs, and he had to make a decision.
Yeah, it was in the subway station. Right?
Nah, that was bad.
Oh, that was bad. Okay.
That's bad. Yeah, that's the one that Prince was supposed. Prince was supposed to be a part of that. Remember, he was gonna be the Wesley Snipes character was gonna be Prince, and Prince said, "I'm not doing it."
Yeah. Yep.
Prince said, "I'm not saying that shit," and you definitely not saying that to me.
Yeah, oh my God. The first time I didn't realize this shit to a certain year again when I heard the I don't think Charlie Murphy said something about it on the True Hollywood Stories video about the one with Prince. But your daddy's mine, don't take it right. Yeah. I don't blame Prince for that. I mean, he doing it. And speaking of Michael Jackson, I definitely do need to get another Wii system so I can play the Michael Jackson's the little video game.
That shit is hard. Yo, I remember playing that on the Wii when it came out. And I played on the easy mode. That shit is hard. You gotta really be like a dancer, like to know those steps.
Yeah, I was doing the little speed demon one. That shit was funny as hell with like the donkey and shit.
I'm like that. That's why Mike is a GOAT, man. Not too many people could do his moves.
Right, and if they do, they always fail.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna stay on for probably. I'm probably gonna stay on for another 5-10 minutes. Oh, BJ, did you still want to show your Jackson collection?
Oh, I mean, if you want.
Yeah.
All right.
So there's Jadakiss too.
Got jokes, huh?
What was shot in Sacramento?
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Everyone tries so hard to be like MJ.
There's only one. There's only one. I played that game, I was like, I'm not worthy.
Yeah. Put the Wii controller down. Just go back to playing the little tennis thing.
I had to.
Like that too.
I had to. I'm like, I can't play this shit.
That shit fun though, just to see your kids just try to, play that shit, but like we try to play this shit before they here.
Yes.
You gotta be careful with the Wii controllers. You'll throw that shit at the TV and just mess up your TV.
Which vinyl is that, BJ?
Their first album.
Oh, nice. Mint condition too. That's dope. ABC.
ABC. Easiest 1, 2, 3.
I love it.
Ha-ha.
Third album. Another one that people don't mention.
Yeah, that's a rare ass album. Oh shit.
Yes. That one I have too. That one is dope. Yeah, man.
Classic.
Yes.
This one.
That was a great review me and Reg did on that one.
Shit, I'm gonna bump some Jackson 5 right now. Shit.
Yes.
No one talked about that record. Nobody talked about that record. Some of the best production was on that one.
Dope.
Looking through the window. Dun, 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 dun.
And BJ got all of them.
That one, I got that one. That one was pretty okay.
Yeah.
It's a rarity though.
Yeah.
Album cover, but they were listening to it.
Because those niggas look like the Wright brothers with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's my album right there.
That's my shit right there. That's a pimp shit right there.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That was when the Jackson went on that Philly Soul shit. But yeah, I'm trying to get the first album because I'm slipping on that shit. But if I get paid tomorrow, I might get that. PAID, motherfucker.
Damn.
Oh, you got both versions. Sick.
Nice. You got the whole collection.
You collect them all like Pokemon cards. I need them all. Y'all better than me because I ain't like that with certain artists. I don't like certain albums. I ain't getting that shit.
Right. Facts.
Fuck all that.
We can't hear you.
Okay, y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you good.
Reg, which one did you say you were going back to buy?
The first album.
Oh, the first one. Okay.
Yeah.
And y'all know the rest.
Yep. Great album.
This one nobody talks about either.
I never heard that one.
Gone Places, yeah.
I've seen it. I don't have it though, but I've seen it like in stores.
Destiny. I mean, Destiny.
Of course.
And then
Yeah.
Triumph.
Yes.
And then Victory.
Yes.
Victory.
Uh,
Probably the most one. That in 2300 Jackson Street.
2300 Jackson Street.
Victory is like maybe 2 songs on there that I like. That's about it.
2 songs.
Yeah, because Michael wasn't on that album. Like he didn't even want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's be real. That album was
He didn't
a
want to be
catch
on tour with them. He didn't want to be on tour with them.
Michael's mom made him do that shit like Michael, your brother's need.
Yeah,
Please.
yo, the best song on Victory is the Marlon Jackson song, Body. That's the best song on here. That's the best song on here. It's not even close.
You know what? I can't get mad about that.
I can't
And
be mad
the
at
thing
that.
is, it sounds like a Michael Jackson song. It sounds like Michael did it.
I can't be mad at that.
When you look at the video, he's dressing like Michael. He sound like Michael. He dancing like Michael. I'm like,
But let me tell you something. They should have had the version of State of Shock with Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
The one with Mick Jagger was cool, but it was Freddie Mercury and Michael together. That saying something.
I agree. Yeah, that's like the biggest song that Michael's on that album.
I like that Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson collaboration. Sing.
That was good. I like that one. I think that's on Paul's album though.
Yeah. That one, it had to grow on me. I have to be in the right mood to hear that song.
And when you look at the video, they used to say like the video with LaToya Jackson, that was Michael in drag and shit. Because you would never see LaToya and Michael at the same place.
No, that was Ruby Jackson. I was thinking of Ruby. Oh my.
Right. Intimacy.
There's my shit right there.
You said what, BJ? I think he's having sound issues.
No, I was saying this is not that rare.
Oh, it's not?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Honestly, I think I've seen that in stores one time.
Oh, okay.
And the motherfucker I was trying to buy it from, he kind of overpriced it.
Yeah, this shit gonna be collected space there when they have those crazy prices on it.
Oh,
I think I'm the only one here that has a 2300 Jackson Street on CD and shit.
I had it on cassette. My mom used to have that on cassette, and she threw that shit away because it was bad. That's how bad it was. That shit was bad, yo. I remember the album. I'm like, this shit is garbage.
We might have to talk about that record after we do Destiny and shit.
Oh God, a trash review on the. You really want to do a Jackson?
I don't want to put trash review for the Jackson.
It's trash. No, there's
no.
I
don't want to put trash next to the Jacksons. Let's call them.
That's a trash review. It's a trash review.
The title track was still good.
What can you play off of that album? Tell me, because I don't remember nothing good on that album.
Maria was pretty okay.
You like Maria? I prefer the Maria from Santana. The one that you hate. I prefer the Santana Maria.
Man, fuck that Maria.
Oh man, y'all are crazy, man.
Oh man.
But for real, I haven't heard that album in years, so I gotta be listening to that one.
Yeah, I don't miss it.
I ain't listening to that shit. I ain't trying to go to sleep.
It's either this or Jermaine Jackson's albums.
Well, I like Jermaine shit. I don't know why people throw shade in him. He could sing.
I like the Let's Get Serious album. I like that.
And I like the one we talked about, the Dynamite album. I thought that was one of his best.
I won't go that far.
I didn't say it was a classic, but I think Jermaine is a missed opportunity because he could have been just as big as Janet and Michael.
Had no garbage title tickle my fancy. I'm like, yeah, this nigga's wrong, man. He had to get away from Berry Gordy, man. He wanted that cheesy ass bubblegum, man.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Crypto Clap saved him and shit.
It's a
lot of albums, right? A try.
Yeah, that's a great collection.
Yeah.
See, this is a real collector, people. You know what I'm saying? He keeps his shit in the sleeves, mint condition. That's what's up.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's how you supposed to keep it, yo. Scratches on your shit.
Right.
Yo, BJ.
Yeah.
Ready for that Commodore discography breakdown and shit?
Yeah, I need some more of that stuff in my collection.
I got like 2 on vinyl. The Night Shift album and one of the early ones from the 70s I have on vinyl, but I didn't get like most of their stuff like that.
I don't think I got none of the Commodore's album.
I see them all the time. I just never buy them. I don't know why.
Shit, I think I got the first album and I got their 1977 album, which to me that's their best album. Spoiler alert.
The first album was what was the name of it?
I think it's like Machine Gun.
Machine Gun. Yeah, that was the single. Yeah.
Yeah. That was them at the most funkiest. I was like, oh shit. Look at Lionel getting funky on that shit, boy.
Zoom, my favorite song for them.
You said what's your favorite song?
Zoom.
Oh yeah, Zoom.
Oh,
my
Zoom.
Yeah.
You
don't sample that joint, right?
Snoop Dogg.
Besides Snoop Dogg.
Who?
Jim Jones.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. I think I
Yeah,
forgot the name of it.
it's like it's on one of his mixtapes though that he like came out with back in the day. He sampled that joint.
I love the song This Is Your Life.
Yeah, that was fire.
Hopefully they didn't lose their funk, unlike some other groups we talked about, you know.
Like who?
Cool in the Gang.
Gap Band.
Look, I'll say
Cool in
that.
the Gang.
Cool in the Gang.
Gap Band.
I'm not arguing about Gap Band shit.
So then they got the Gap Band for nothing.
But I still say Gap Band 6 was pretty good.
No, it wasn't. You know it wasn't. I don't know why you keep saying that.
Gap Band 5, 6, or 7. Can't tell y'all nothing about them.
Past 83, they fell off. You know, they started experimenting with their sound and shit. Just like Cool in the Gang, they started experimenting with other shit.
Yeah, but at least Gap Band didn't go too disco like Cool in the Gang.
Yeah, but it worked for Cool in the Gang though. They had some big hits when they did disco.
Yeah, but the first time they did disco, it didn't really work for them.
If think about it, if they didn't get JT Taylor in that group, would they still be a legendary band? Where they were just doing instrumental shit? When JT comes in, he gives them like an identity. He gives them like a voice. They become more mainstream. You know what I'm saying? People fall in love with them more.
For better or for worse.
You can't. I can't win with this dude.
You know, like you had like Raphael Sadiq said, like when he bring back Tony, he wants to do an instrumental album like how Cool in the Gang early stuff was. So if you didn't have Raphael Sadiq and Tony, and they were just an instrumental band, would they still be legends? What was that?
Some random
Would
video.
they still be legends without Raphael Sadiq? If they didn't have the face and the voice for that band?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. Like they were, people loved them when they were doing the instrumental stuff, and then when JT comes in, they become beloved to like everybody because he gave them that identity and that voice. And then they had like some of the biggest hits with him. Yes, MJ was on what's the song he Tell Me I'm Not Dreaming? It was that joint?
Yeah.
Oh, he wrote that for Jermaine?
Yeah, Tell Me I'm Not Dreaming.
Yeah,
Tell me I'm
I
not
like
dreaming.
that joint was fire.
All right, fellas, I got to bounce.
All right.
Yeah, I might end
Thanks
this
for
off.
being on here. It's been a long time. You know, you got to come back and we got to discuss this Jadakiss thing that you've.
Eat that ASAP.
No, I told y'all, man. I came to my realization about Jada because y'all's review really helped me to realize that I was.
Now he still is a great lyricist, like top 10 all time, but his discography wise is something totally different.
Yeah, he don't have the discography. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If we were talking mixtape, this a whole nother thing. You know?
And I'm done with Diddy.
Oh Lord, I've been done with Diddy, but that's just me. Man, you know you got another kid now. He had like a picture of like a new daughter. You put up.
Yeah, I saw that.
Man, him and Nick Cannon, boy.
Yeah, they in competition with each other.
Yeah, it seemed like that.
That nigga gonna blow his back out.
It's kind of stupid.
All right.
Yeah, man. I'm in this. All right,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna end this video off right here because I'm kind of got some stuff to look over
When
tonight.
you doing your live stream, BJ? Because I want to be on there.
Yeah, I got to set it up, man. I need
We gotta make the inaugural official joint for your channel. I'm gonna be on there. We're gonna talk anything.
I got to get a
Can't
mic,
wait.
man.
I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta get a mic. A mic is like $100.
Okay.
You know, this I got this on Amazon for like 20. So they got different prices.
Okay. I got to check it
I
out.
mean, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Definitely, BJ. Let us know whenever you do that live and shit, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're gonna get his channel blown up just like Mike's own and everybody, man.
Yeah, Mike been blowing up too.
Shout out to Mike, wherever you at. I don't see him in here.
Shout out to Mike.
I'm about to do a live stream tomorrow. I done passed 700 subscribers on my channel, so I'm gonna be doing a live stream in an unboxing of like my pickups. So I'm gonna be doing it at 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Cool.
Can't wait. Alrighty. So this Saturday, time to be announced. We're going to talk about the Commodore's discography up until the Night Shift album and stuff. Just let me know what time you're gonna be home on Saturday and stuff like that. I'll get that shit ready for you.
Cool.
And this Sunday we're gonna do a double review on the our girl group Jade on their 2 albums and stuff like that too, which I can't wait for this one because I've never actually heard the second album and stuff like that too. Plus, I do like their music and stuff like that. Don't Walk Away is a fucking classic to this day, in my personal opinion and shit too. Yeah, man, and they also dropped a live album called BET's Listening Party and shit too, which that was kind of interesting. But yeah, man, that's gonna be Sunday, and yeah, man, gonna take us into the new year and shit like that. Hope everyone has a good night. Appreciate this try. Appreciate this Eric. Appreciate this BJ. Hope everyone has a good night. Peace.
All right, BJ, Eric.
All right. Peace.